The title of this session is Beginners and Other Endangered Species. And the reason for that title is that I would like to see beginners become an endangered species in the seniors computer group. And this session is organized along those lines. I'm going to assume that a beginner might ask some of the following questions if he were presented with his computer on a rather bad day, like what's all that stuff on the screen? And even if he doesn't ask this question, he or she, I've learned that some beginners have this awful feeling in the back that says, "Are you sure I won't break it? My wife/husband will kill me." And then there are other questions like, what do you mean double click? And even more important, where do I start? And how do I stop? And the one that I hear all the time when people are trying to write things down and they're not sure whether they're listening or writing or memorizing or panicking, it's, what do I do if I don't remember all this stuff you just told me? So this session is going to attempt to answer all those questions, and I'm going to start at the end. What do I do if I don't remember all this? Well, you can find the answer to any computer question you have on your computer. I am absolutely convinced of this. You may not be convinced of this, and you may not really do it right the first time you try, but if you are adventurous and confident and try, you really can. If you don't remember something, but you have a general idea of the subject that you're looking for, you simply go to the index of your computer. If you went to the library and were looking at a reference book, you would look in the index of that reference book for the subject or the item that you were looking for. When I couldn't remember this morning how to put coolant in my car, I went to the instruction book on my car and looked in the index under coolant. Really, that's a true statement. I just did that several hours ago. You can do it here on your computer. You go to Start, you click Start, then you find something that says Help or Help and Support, or I don't know what it says in Windows 95, but there is a help place above Start in all the Windows editions. You click that, and pretty soon a window comes up that gives you an option of selecting the index in your reference book. See up here at the top? It says Index, right there. So you click on the index, and you get a place to put in the thing that you're thinking about. Now, supposing you heard somewhere that you can put a computer in hibernation, but you really don't remember how or what or if you want to or anything else. You just remember the word hibernation because it's polar bear time. So you type in HI. Look at that. Even after HI, the first thing you get is hibernation. Then you go to the first thing under Overview, and you click, you either double click this or you click Display. I'm going to click Display. And it gives you a lot of stuff to read about hibernation. So that's the answer to the question, what do I do if I don't remember all this? You just remember one word. And, you know, if that doesn't work, if you didn't remember hibernation, but maybe you remembered that it had something to do with power, Okay, so you come over here and you put in power, P-O-W-E-R, and, well, I guess it could be power failure. No, I don't think it's power failure. It might be power management. Maybe I would look there under portable computers, power management. Or actually, what it is power options right here. So, power options, well, maybe it isn't. That's interesting. If I display that, what do I get? No topic associated with that. Common tasks, display, common task, power options. Well, I lied. At any rate, this is how you do it. You wander around in the index looking for words that have something to do with what you think you're looking for, and the more you read, the more you learn. So, that's what you do if you don't remember all this. Now, the next one is, how do I stop? Well, any time that you are running your computer and things go to heck in a handbasket, or your wife says, when are you going to get off that computer and come help me with the, or your husband, this is an equal opportunity problem. How do you stop? You click, to stop, you click start. That's one of Bill Gates' favorite things. Then you either get something that says turn off computer or shut down or something very similar, and you click that. And then you get a selection that offers you 2 or 3 options, one of which is usually to turn it off completely. I'm not going to click that because if I did, this program that I'm recording this on would also stop and we would have to start over again completely. Or to stand by, or to restart, which is often what you really want to do when things get bad and you want to clear out your computer and start over again. But if you just want to shut it down, that's where you click. And to get rid of that, you can click you can type, I'm now, you can't see this, but I'm typing the escape button, and that gets rid of that. Where do I start? Depends on what you want to do. If you want to do word processing, you go to Start, Programs, and then you go to your favorite word processing program if you have one in Microsoft Office, or if you just want something really simple, you go to Accessories, and you click WordPad, and you have a perfectly good word processing program that comes up with not all the bells and whistles of Microsoft Word or WordPerfect or Lotus Word Pro, but you have a perfectly good word processing program. If you want your email program, you go to Start, Programs, and then you go to your Internet Service Provider program. Mine is America Online. And there it is up there. And there is my current program, America Online 9.0. Whenever you go to Start and then Programs, and you come up to the place that you're looking for and you see one of these arrows to the right, it means that there is something else that's going to come up. Like in America Online, it gives me a choice of a whole bunch of stuff about America Online. I happen to have 2 America Online programs on this computer. Here's America Online 8.0 and here's America Online 9.0. I can open either one of them. Now, if you're going to go on the internet, you would probably go to Start, Programs, and Internet Explorer. You notice that this one here does not have an arrow next to it. So if I click on that, the program Microsoft Internet Explorer will open. There it is. I'm going to shut that down and go on to the next question. Oh, before I do, you should learn what programs you have on your computer. You should start each one. You should, after you get it running, click Help and read the table of contents. You will learn a lot about your computer. The next question that I have heard asked, and others, many like it, is, what do you mean double click? That's a basic question about how to use your mouse. Well, for a lot of basic questions, beginners should go to the various tutorials that are in their operating systems. For Windows 98, you go to Start, Help, Index, then you type in Welcome, etc., etc. It's written down here. For XP, there are a couple of tutorials, and they can be found a couple of different ways. You can go to Start and Help, and when the help screen comes up, which takes a while, you can go to What's New in Windows XP, and it will run a tutorial. But it's not terribly basic. It really is what's new in Windows XP. If you want to go to one of the more basic tutorials in XP, you go back to Start, up to Programs, up to Accessories, then over to Microsoft Interactive Trading, and you click there, and you get the following. You double click on the place you want to start.
In the next 60 seconds, you'll learn how to get the most out of this Microsoft Interactive course.
To start, double-click a unit and lesson title in the table of contents. Then double-click a topic to play.
Use these buttons on the dashboard to stop, pause, or play. Use these buttons to
and we're going to stop
within a topic and to move between topics.
right there. This is a very long course, and it has all sorts of stuff in it. And you can wander around in the menu, copying and moving files, creating shortcuts, all sorts of things that are basic to Windows. And once again, that is found by going to Start and Programs and Accessories and Microsoft Interactive Training and clicking there, and it will start. Whatever Windows operating system program you have, you would be well advised to find directions to the tutorials in it. And a great guy to help you do that, he just helped me. I called him about 10 minutes ago because I had forgotten where to find the tutorial in XP. That's Paul Ilardi. He has put out lots of these find the tutorial in your operating system documents. The last one I have goes here to Windows 98, but I think he has a new one, or at least is working on it. And to get back to the original question, what do you mean double click? In XP, double click is covered in Mouse Overview, which you find by going to Help and clicking on Index and typing in the index, Mouse Overview. Mouse pointer, nope, mouse. Wait a minute. No, you type in just mouse. There it is. And here you find Overview. And down here, it tells you to double-click, etc., how to point to an object on the screen. You could also find that, I found it once, by typing in the word double, D-O-U-B, double-clicking right here. You click display, and it says adjust the double-click speed for your computer, etc., etc., etc. You wander around, and it gives you various places that you eventually find a description of what double-clicking means. Learn to use your index in the help window. It is a wealth of information. The next subject is, are you sure, the next question is, are you sure I won't break it? There's a lot of paranoia in beginners of using computers. Sometimes it has to do with their significant other and what they're afraid is going to happen to them if they dump the significant other's work that was left on the screen. Well, it is possible to do that. Yes, it is possible to dump your significant other's work, but you really aren't going to break your computer. The answer is yes, I am sure you won't break it. When a computer is running a program and displaying something, like this document that I have displayed here, that document is being displayed in the random access memory, which is where the program that is running this window, Microsoft Word, that's where it's running. It's running in RAM. The basic program itself is not, even if I erase this or totally dump this window, or if my computer freezes while this is on the screen, if I go back and restart my computer, the program Microsoft Word has not been changed. It was on my hard drive. It just was opened and was running in RAM. And this document hasn't been changed unless I click File and Save, or unless I go up here and click the Save icon after I have changed something on this screen. So, no, you're not going to break your computer. Finally, we get back to the first question. What's all that stuff on the screen? That's usually the kind of question I get when someone looks at their desktop. And they see all this stuff up here, and all this stuff down here, and all of this, and all of this, and all of this, and that. Well, they are all interesting things. These things up here can be any number of things. Most of them are probably shortcuts, like this one here. See the little arrow in the lower left-hand corner? That's a shortcut. Here's a shortcut to Verizon. There's a shortcut to Fidelity Active Trader Pro, etc., etc. There are lots of shortcuts on here, on my desktop. There also can be files and folders. Here is let's see. Here's a file. If I double click on that, it's called a new text document. And it's a text document I never typed anything in. It's a text document from Notepad. Somehow it got saved. And there is where it was saved. It was saved on the desktop. Here's a new folder. Let's talk about how you can find out what these things are and how important they are. If you right-click on any one of them, let's go back to the Microsoft Office Word shortcut, and you right-click on that, one of the things that you get, it's always down at the bottom, is the opportunity to go to Properties, and that will show you the properties of this particular icon. It'll tell you what it is. It's a shortcut. The target is an application, and the target is Microsoft Office Small Business Edition 2000. And it'll tell you how to create and edit text and graphics and letters, etc. It tells you what this thing is. It's a shortcut to a particular application, and here's the application that it is a shortcut to. If I go to, let's see, this thing over here, that's a shortcut to something else. I'll right-click on that. The properties say that it is a shortcut to Good Keywords version 2.0. That is an application called Good Keywords version 2.0, and this tells you where it is in my computer. If I touch the right arrow and then the left arrow and go back to the beginning of this, it shows me where it is. It's in C, Program Files, Softnik Technologies, which is a folder in Program Files, and under that is Good Keywords version 2, and there is the actual where the actual program is. And if you went into that particular place in your computer and double-clicked on this, Good Keywords version 2 would start. It's an application. It's a program. Up to this new folder, we'll right-click on that. We'll left-click on Properties, and we'll see that it's a new folder. Size is 0 bytes, which means, once again, it's a new folder that somehow got up on my desktop and is totally, it's not important. I can right-click on this and click Delete, and I will. Are you sure you want to remove the new folder, and move all its contents to the recycle bin? I say yes, I can, because there's absolutely nothing in that. Now, if I'm not really sure, let's go double-click on that new folder. It shows you there's nothing in it. It's a folder that has no files in it and no other folders in it. It's empty. So once again, I can right-click on that, and I can delete it. And I'll click yes, and it is gone. It's gone to the recycle bin. I could get it back if I had to. Two other things up in this upper portion that you ought to know about. One is the recycle bin. It contains all the files and folders that you've deleted, unless you have deleted them also from the recycle bin. And if you double-click on that, eventually it will show you all the files and folders that have been deleted, and depending upon what heading you have clicked on to sort by that particular heading. You can sort by the name, and then it's all alphabetical here, or you can sort by the date deleted and sort it again. It goes in the other order. See, the date deleted, this is the earliest, March of 2005, which is when I got this computer, to today, 12/16/2005. The new folder that I just deleted. Ha! There it is. And this tells you where they are, and if you want to really get rid of that folder, you can click on that, right-click on it, and click Delete, and it will be gone, gone, gone. Really gone. So that's your recycle bin. And then there is My Computer. You double-click on that, and you get access to everything that's on your computer. Your local disk, you double-click on C, and you get everything that's in C. You go up one level and you're back at C. A lot of people use My Computer to find the files that are in their computer. I personally like Windows Explorer better, which is in Start, Programs, Accessories, and in Accessories it's over here in Windows Explorer. You click that and you get something that's a lot like My Computer, but it's called whatever you're clicked on. Up here, if you click on desktop, it'll say desktop. It'll show you everything that's on your desktop, one of which is My Documents. Let's go back to desktop for just a minute and I'll show you. There, see? There's My Documents. That's one of the things that's on here. It'll also show you everything that was on desktop. Let's see, this is, yeah, here we are. In desktop, one of the things that is on there is that Good Keywords shortcut, and all the other ones here that we looked at, except right now you won't find one called New Folder. because that's now in the recycle bin. So knowing how to get around into Windows Explorer is something you should learn. I think I have another course on that somewhere, on just how to use Windows Explorer. So let's go to some other areas of this computer screen. I have this set so that when I put my cursor up here, this bottom thing disappears. But when I drop it down, it comes up. And on that bottom section of your computer, which you can actually move up to the side if you want, but most people see it at the bottom, there is the Start key. And from there, you can go to Help or Programs or the recent documents that you have recently had open, or your control panel, which controls all the settings on your computer, or Help, which we've had before. So that's your Start key. Then there's the Quick Launch part of the taskbar. These are places where you can put icons to programs you use a lot. I use Windows Explorer a lot, so I have an icon to Windows Explorer. And when I click Windows Explorer, that icon, Windows Explorer starts. So all I have to do, no matter what program I'm in, no matter what I'm doing, I just go down to the bottom and I can click any one of these programs that I want to start. I have Quicken on there, I have Internet Explorer, I have Windows Explorer, I have my Internet Service Provider, American Online, I have Lotus 123 for Windows, I have Lotus 123 for DOS, I have all the stuff, I have Microsoft Word, all the stuff that I use quite often. Next over is your taskbar. All of these programs are running on my computer right now. Quicken is running on my computer right now. I have a Lotus 123 for DOS program running on my computer right now. I have this Microsoft Word running on my computer right now, which is where I've been going for all of these discussions. And right now I am talking to you about the desktop and shortcuts and the recycle bin and the start menu. And right now we're on the taskbar and the running programs and the quick start program. And going back again, these are the programs that started automatically. When your computer started up, there is a way to set those, which is another course for another day. And finally, there is the clock that tells you what day it is today, Friday, December 16th, 2005. And if I double click it, I can change the time in my computer or change the time zone or whatever is appropriate. So that is the end of the beginners and other endangered species subject, the beginners and other endangered species mini seminar for today. I hope it helps you. I wish you good computing.